Fingers pegging him back. Five Fingers goes to Zima. They hit the line, locked together. Dead eight. Kiwi will beat them all. It's come from last. Kiwi's won the Melbourne Cup. Doremus trying hard is coming at him. Might and Power and Doremus getting to Might and Power. They hit the line. Photo. Oh! But a champion becomes a legend. Makybe Diva has won it. Prince Penzance from Max Dynamo. Prince Penzance is history according to Michelle Payne. But Rioli just in front. Bowen declares it. Bowen declares won it.
Out and Bazell with Mr. Celebrity. They're all going forward as they come past the 400 the first time. He's got Makybe Diva one off the rails. And Portland Singer has the lead early in the Cup. Not going all that fast. Led from Umbula deep around Strasbourg. Mr. Celebrity's out 4 wide. And Bazell is up about 5 wide. Lachlan River in behind them, followed by Eye-Popper, who's well placed down to the judge. Franklin's Gardens is around the Japanese runner. 1.5 further back, then Envoy on the inside of Demerger, and Gray's in with distinction 4 deep as they leave the straight. Back behind these horses then is Hugs Dancer, who's outside Railings, and then came Vinnie Rowe as they leave the straight from Kinjal. Then Makybe Diva, who's on the rails now. Great piece of riding by Bossy as they lead the straight to the 2000. Honours Earned next, followed then by Rise On, 1.5 to Excellent. Vouvray. Behind them is Dizel. Second last then Like a Falcon. And Kamsky last of all. About 1900 left to go in the Cup now. And the leader is now Mr. Celebrity's gone around the field to take up the running by about 1.5. Bazell is second, Umbula is third. 1.5 further back then came Portland Singer, being followed by Lachlan River. Eye-Popper is next with Strasbourg over on his inside. Franklin's Gardens is out 3 wide. 1 further back is Envoy, Demerger the centre, and Gray's in is travelling wide past the 1600. Next is Kinjal on the inside with distinction deep around the outside. Railings in the middle. 1.5 further back, Makybe Diva. Back there in company at the 1400 with her is Vinnie Rowe and Hugs Dancer on the outside. 1/2 length away then on the outside of Makybe Diva came Dizel from Honours Earned. Like a Falcon starting to make a little bit of ground on the outside of Rise On. And then Excellent Kamsky and Vouvray last of all. About 1100 left to go. Mr. Celebrity is the leader by a length to Portland Singer second. 1 Umbula. Eye-Popper a handy fourth. The outside a length Bazell being followed at the 1000 metre mark then by Lachlan River and Strasbourg together. Next, Gray's in, starting to make some ground from Envoy, and further back is Demerger, 2 lengths distinction. They're trailed then by Railings and Kinjal, Vinnie Rowe. Makybe Diva still well back on the inside as they come to the turn, followed by Dizel, Rise On, Hugs Dancer, Vouvray, Excellent and Kamsky towards the end. Like a Falcon coming around them, and Franklin's Gardens has dropped out. 500 left to go, coming around the home turn now. Portland Singer got to the lead from Mr. Celebrity. Eye-Popper's running on, and then Strasbourg. Back behind those horses now as they come down the straight was Vinnie Rowe, and back behind them here's Makybe Diva. A nation roars for a hero. She's starting to wind up. 300 left to go now. Makybe Diva's racing up. Envoy's trying to go with her. They've got to Portland Singer and Lachlan River. Here comes Like a Falcon and Excellent, but Makybe Diva with 100 metres to go. Excellent runs to second. Honours Earned runs on, but a champion becomes a legend. Makybe Diva has won it from either Honours Earned, Excellent, Like a Falcon is close up, and just behind those horses then was Lachlan River. Starter has them, they're away, and Yates missed the start by 1.5 lengths. Kerry O'Reilly began pretty well. So too Landon Stars Martoom. Torquay dropped over for a trail early. Delta Blues was away well, so was Mandela. Zarbeat wider is on the improve deep on the course, and Zipping is going up wide as well as they settle into stride. Short pauses just off these. As they settle down, Honours Earned went back, so too did Dazelle, and they come past the 2,800. Pop Rock is about midfield on the rail. Zarbeat out wide, going up with Delta Blues, who has the lead down on the inside. It's Zarbeat going to the front now, and Zipping's come across into third placing outside Mandela. Landon Stars a length away as fifth, followed by Short Pause, maybe better on the rail. Followed then by Yates, who's travelling out 3 wide. Martoom is in the centre. 1.5 lengths, Kerry O'Reilly. Then came Railings on the fence. A length and a half further back as Pop Rock is about midfield outside Ice Chariot. Followed by Head Turner, Geordie Land, a length and a half to Glistening. Activation Torquay well back on the fence, and then came Dolphin Joe. 2 lengths to Art Success, followed by Dazelle, Honorjeune, and Demerger as last of all. So it's Zarbeat going to the lead. 2,000 left to go in the Cup. He's 2 lengths in front. Delta Blues is second. A length to Zipping in third. Mandela is fourth. And Yates has steadily improved. He's up fifth, and the pace is moderate only. About a length and a half short pause, and then Landon Stars. 3/4 Martoom, a length maybe better, followed by Kerry O'Reilly. Railings is on the fence, 1 further back, then Pop Rock. Glistening is around him. Ice Chariot back on the fence. 1 further back is Head Turner, Geordie Land, and then came Activation, a length and a half to Torquay, 15 from the leader. They were followed Dolphin Joe, Art Success, and then came Dazelle on a Jeune, and about 3 lengths to Merger. 1450 metres to go, and Zarbeat on top in the Cup. The Irish champ Yates had moved up now, and he's a length away second. A length Delta Blues, 1 further back is Zipping fourth. Mandela is fifth. A length and a half to short pause outside Landon Stars. 2 lengths then maybe better on the rails from Martoom. The speed is really quickened now. 3 or 4 lengths further back at the 1200 Kerry O'Reilly. They're followed by Railings, Glistening, Pop Rock, Ice Chariot. 2 further back is Head Turner, then Geordie Land, followed by Activation. 2 lengths to Torquay, a long way from them. Dolphin Joe, and then Art Success on a Jeune. 2 lengths to Zell, and 5 lengths further back as Demerger. The field is spread right out, and Yates pours the pressure on at the 800. He goes to the lead from Zarbeat. Third a length away, then came running on around them then at the head of the other horses, Delta Blues, as they cornered, and they were followed by Zipping and Mandela. Maybe Better's come away from the rails. Pop Rockers joining in. Yates led the field in the Melbourne Cup from Delta Blues, and on the outside Zipping. Mandela, Williams has got right up on the fence, and he joins them and heads them. Maybe Better comes down the outside. Here's Pop Rock. Delta Blues in front again from Mandela. 300 left to go. Maybe Better coming on. Zipping battling strongly. Pop Rock joining in. Delta Blues in front at the 200. Pop Rock, he's danger on the outside. Delta Blues by a length. Pop Rock coming at him. Japan 1-2. Oliver wields a whip. Pop Rock trying to get to Delta Blues. Delta Blues and Pop Rock. They come to the line. Oh, very close. Delta Blues maybe a nose to Pop Rock. Very little between them. 4 lengths to Maybe Better.
Thursday, it's Ladies' Day at Flemington as the best staying fillies in the land line up for the $1 million Group 1 Kennedy Oaks.
Legs are back and away they go.
Last year, Damien Oliver went back-to-back aboard Personal.
On the inside, Soldo Angel, Personal, Soldo Angel, Personal. Personal takes the lead for Damien Oliver, his 6th Oaks.
Which filly will join the honour list of greats in the VRC Oaks? Join us for Kennedy Oaks Day at Flemington, Thursday, live on racing.com.
Ready. Racing the 150th time the Cup's underway. Illustrious Blue a bit slow. So You Think bounced out well. So did Desperado. Savit chopped away well. Once Wild on the improve towards the leaders. American just off them, followed by Harris Tweed. Precedence getting over close to the inside. Bucciolati diving over their heels towards the rail. Shootout was next. Harris Tweed on the improve ahead of him. Campanologist next. And dropping well back in the field at a moderate tempo only was Shocking, who's outside of Lenton, and Profound Beauty went back to last. It's Once for Wild going up on the outside of the stablemate Desperado in the early stages. Zavita's third. Harris Tweed was caught wider out, and they followed Mr. Medici, and then came Holberg. So You Think staying one away from the rail within about 5 lengths of the leading horses early. Shootout next to the outside from American. Malucky Day not far away from Choco Trick getting up on the rail. Campanologist Red Ruler followed Illustrious Blue. Then came Bucciolati, Monaco Consul. Linton caught a little wide as they make their way towards the turn out of the straight. He's followed then by Managar over on the inside. Precedence as well back from Profound Beauty, and then zipping third last. Master O'Reilly and Shocking from his outside barrier had gone back to last of all. Once Were Wild is the leader in the cup, and he ran along at a good tempo. Jim Cassidy on the mare. Once Were Wild by about 3 lengths here. In second placing, Desperado, shaded by Harris Tweed. About a length and a half away behind these horses is Zavit, who's handily poised. He's being followed closely in the field by Holberg, who's not too far away over on the outside. On the rails with him is Mr. Medici, and then So You Think about 6 or 7 lengths from the leader. Then Tokai Trick, and they're followed by Shootout, My Lucky Day, Illustrious Blue, midfield the rail, American the outside, and then Red Ruler, Bucciolati, followed by Campanologist, Managar, next outside Profound Beauty, being followed by Zipping over on the outside, and then Precedence, Monaco Consul, Zipping, Master O'Reilly, and Shocking brings up the rear. Once Were Wild for Jimmy Cassidy, and Gay Waterhouse with a 4-length lead. Harris Tweed, Desperado, Zavita's running 4th, 1200 left to go. Mr. Medici is 5th, and they're followed by So You Think and Holberg together. Holberg is out 3 wide, 1 to Tokai Trick. He's followed by Shootout, and then My Lucky Day starting a move now, followed by American, and behind them Illustrious Blue, Red Ruler, Campanologist, Bucciolati, Managar, Profound Beauty. Well back in the field is Linton. He's being followed then by Precedence, Zipping, then Monaco Consul, and towards the end still is Shocking and Master O'Reilly. Up to the turn now. Once Were Wild, the narrow leader from Harris Tweed, Desperado. So You Think is poised on the outside as they swing around the turn. Next is Mr. Medici. Back behind those horses then is Shootout and Zavit. They're on the swing for home. And here Desperado trying to get up on the inside. Once Were Wild, Harris Tweed, My Lucky Day. Tokai Trick stayed on the inside. He's dashed to the front. Here comes So You Think down the outside with 250 metres to go. So You Think has raced up. American is a danger, then Harris Tweed. Tokai Trick the rail. So You Think in front. American is coming at him hard. American race past So You Think, and then My Lucky Day. American for France, coming right away. American is coming away. American Trevian, scored by 2 lengths. My Lucky Day. So You Think has run 3rd, and coming home very solidly 4th was Zipping. And they're off now. Fiorente, Dendino jump away well. Vrc got out quickly, and Durnadin jumped nicely down on the inside. Seville's prominent. Faulkner just in behind them in the early part. Green Moon on the improve, and coming over Dear Demi. From wide out there's Hawkesbury going up, and also Ibasenko. And Rossello's on the move across too with Trey Blue, and Mount Athos settling just off the leading bunch of horses. Faulkner's gone right back. He settled down last of all. So down towards the 2,700 metres now, and Rossello from wide out, and Trey Blue are going up with Brown Panther. They're the 3 early leaders. Dear Demi just in behind them, followed by Hawkesbury. Green Moon's got over onto the rails, followed closely by Ibasenko. Mad Athos a little bit wide from Super Cool. Seville's down on the inside, followed by Murian on the outside of Durnadin and Red Cadeau. Simon on Dandina, and they're followed then as they go down past the judge then by Fiorente in the middle, a length and a half to Vrc, being followed by Mars Marvel, and behind that one then came Valeurs de Keur. They're being followed then by Royal Empire on the inside from Ethiopia, Fortella. They're being followed by Seamoon right back at the end, and Faulkner was last of all. So they're making their way along the side of the course now, and Rossello makes play. Trey Blue is up there in second placing as they run up the side. Brown Panther with a nice trailers down 3rd on the inside, about a length and a half further back in the field then Dear who's along the inside rail, and over on the outside in a prominent placing Green Moon and Faulkner on the outside of those, and they're being followed then by behind those. Mount Athos has slid around the outside, and he's got up into about 4th placing, followed by Murian, and back behind him Seville on the inside from Ibasenko. Red Cadeau's on a very wide move, followed by Dandino as they go to the 1400. Simonon was next in the field, being followed by Super Cool, and then came Royal Empire, who's got away from the rail. Valeurs de Keur, Ethiopia, Dandino the rail. Then came Mask Marvel, still well back. In the field came Sea Moon, and behind him is Fortella, and Faulkner's last of all. Rossello the leader, about 1,100 metres left to go in the cup. It's Rossello leading by a length and a half to Trey Blue, Brown Panther, and Mount Athos in 4th placing, closely being followed by Dear Demi on the inside, and Murian commencing a move. Then came Red Cadeau, Hawkesbury, Green Moon the fence from Super Cool, Ibasenko Zinco. Then Seville strung up for a run on the inside as Simonon goes around the outside with Fiorente, and Ethiopia putting in runs as they sweep down towards the home turn. Well back, shuffle back was Seville. Dandino's amongst the end. Dunedin is back there with him as they come around the turn. Faulkner's made ground. He's gone right to the outside, and Seamoon is coming with him into the straight now, and Red Cadeau and Simonon race up and go to the lead from Mount Athos down on the inside. They're followed by Fiorente starting to come home hard, and then came Super Cool and Faulkner down the outside. Red Cadeau tackled by Fiorente. Mount Athos kicking back on the inside. It's Fiorente in front on the outside with Red Cadeau. Fiorente and Red Cadeau from Mount Athos. Fiorente just in front of Red Cadeau, who's coming back. Fiorente by a neck. Oliver's lifting him, and Fiorente won the Melbourne Cup for Gay. Red Cadeau second, Mount Athos third. Simonon
Great race about to begin. Set. They're off. Trip to Paris jumped well, so did the Offer, and Fame Game being eased in the early part of the race. Away pretty quickly, Who Shot the Barman, Sartorius, Criterion, Max Dynamite not too far away, down towards the inside. They're quite prominent. Over towards the outside, Quest for More is riding forward. Big Orange maintaining his line with Excess Knowledge on his outside, but they're both heading up towards the front running horses. It's quite a bunch field, not a tremendous amount of speed about in the early part. Fame Game's gone right back. He has about 4 or 5 behind him, and he's outside El Moonquith. Quest for More had crossed down to the rails, and he has the lead, but they're not going particularly hard. Quest for More being joined by Big Orange. Excess Knowledge out wide on the course. He's posted deep without any cover. Snow Sky Pink Cap is fourth, and they're followed Criterion on the inside, and Trip to Paris gets a nice run. A length and a half, Who Shot the Barman, Max Dynamite, and then Sky Hunter on the outside. About a length and a half further back in the field is Bondi Beach, Prince of Penzance and Grand Marshal. Back behind those horses then is our Ivanhoe on the inside, and then Hocko, Brave, Red Cadeau, Sartorius, the Offer. About a length further back, Gust of Wind on the inside. They're followed then by the United States and Fame Game, and well back in the field is El Moonquith. Hartnell the outside, followed by Preferment. And a length away is Kingfisher. He's at the tail end of the field. So they make their way along the riverside of the course now, and the field is being led by Big Orange now. He's out by 2 lengths. Excess Knowledge is second, Quest for More is third, Snow Sky is fourth, and Criterion getting a beautiful trail fifth. A length to Trip to Paris as they make their way by the 1600 metres. Next, Max Dynamite. Posted a little bit deep, then Sky Hunter, followed by Who Shot the Barman, Prince of Penzance. Then came Grand Marshal. He'd be dead set middle of the field at the moment, being followed Bondi Beach out 3 wide, and then our Ivanhoe being followed by Hocko Brave. A length further back is Red Cadeau. With him is the Offer over on the outside as they make their way down the back of the course, and about a length and a half further back in the field then is a Gust of Wind down on the inside. Back behind those horses then is El Moonquith as a fair way back in the field. Sartorius was outside of Red Cadeau, and they're followed now Fame Game. He'd be 20 lengths away from the leader. They're being followed then by Preferment at the end of the field. Kingfisher is still back last. Hartnell's about third last. Coming up the side of the course, they race before the home turn. Big Orange from Excess Knowledge. A length away then, Quest for More. Trip to Paris. He's working into it on the outside, and so is Snow Sky wide out. Then came Criterion trying to find a way through. Round the outside came Sky Hunter, and Bondi Beach off the track is making ground too. Our Ivanhoe waiting for a run down on the inside as they bunch up around the turn. Now Fame Game, he's got to the extreme outside with the Offer. Big Orange first for home from Excess Knowledge. Snow Sky joining in, and now Trip to Paris is coming. They're followed then by Who Shot the Barman, going for a run on the inside as our Ivanhoe. Coming past the 300 metres, Excess Knowledge went to the lead narrowly. Here's Prince of Penzance coming on down the outside. Prince of Penzance for Michelle Payne. Now Max Dynamite starts to charge home. Prince of Penzance from Max Dynamite. Prince of Penzance, it's history at Flemington. Michelle Payne. Prince of Penn's outfit. Next Dynamite. Criterion's run third. Then either Trip to Paris, Gust of Wind, or Big Orange. The next one's over. Just behind those horses, the Offer. And they're followed by Excess Knowledge. And back behind those then in the field was Fame Game, didn't come on, and they were trailed then by Our Ivanhoe. Further back is Bondi Beach, Hartnell, El Moonquith, Preferment, Kingfisher's well back with Hocko Brave, Grand Marshal and Sky Hunter, and the United States are towards the tail of the field.
Stand by, and they're racing in the Melbourne Cup. Humidor jumped away only fairly and got a little bit of a brush. Single Gaze out well. Towards the inside, Max Dynamite midfield early. Johannes Vermeer out well with Boom Time and also Ventura Storm. Max Dynamite behind them. Speed from the outside. Hartnell is coming over with also Marmello, Sismontane and Gallant is very deep on the track. So onto the course proper after they complete 400. Boom Time is the leader with Sismontane and Gallant. Marmello behind them, followed by Johannes Vermeer, the inside of Hartnell. Max Dynamite about 7th on the rails. Then Al Mandan, who's 3 wide around Ventura Storm, rekindling on the fence. And then came Single Gaze. Next in the field is Big Duke between horses. Then came Bondi Beach, Wall of Fire. Amelie Star is wide and 2/3 down from LeBron as they run past the judge with a lap of the track to go. Red Cardinals trying to slot in on the outside of Humidor. Then came Nikita, 2 further back in the field. Third last here is US Army Ranger, and then towards the end of the field, Wicklow Brave. Thomas Hobson is last. Sismontane is the leader, heading towards the riverside with approximately 2,000 metres to run. 3/4 of a length in front of Gallant, who's trying to inch a little bit closer on the outer. A length and a half to the Caulfield Cup winner, Boom Time, third the rails. Then came Marmello, a length Johannes Vermeer on the fence from Hartnell. Then came Max Dynamite, Ventura Storm, rekindling tucked away on the inside midfield from Big Duke. Al Mandan will be 3 wide the trip. Bondi Beach on the fence from LeBron. And then came Single Gaze. Next Tiberian, who's wide from Nikita. Wicklow Brave is pulling as they try and slow it up mid-race. Further back is Wall of Fire. Towards the end, Thomas Hobson. And US Army Ranger is last in the Melbourne Cup. 1,400 metres to run. Sismontane in front by length to Gallant. Boom Time is third. Fourth is Marmello, every possible chance. Tiberian fifth, 3 deep. Johannes Vermeer next the inside from Hartnell. Then came Amelie Star, the outer. Next is Max Dynamite getting a cushy run about 7th on the inner from Ventura Storm. A length rekindling. Then Al Mandan and Big Duke. A length and a half to Single Gaze. And then Bondi Beach. Well back in the field then is LeBron. Wall of Fire, Humidor, Red Cardinal. Thomas Hobson the outside, and well back is Wicklow Brave and US Army Ranger. Sismontane in front, but Marmello's getting closer on the outside at the 800. Tiberian moves up to third. Boom Time behind those in fourth. Johannes Vermeer right behind them. They were followed by Hartnell and Max Dynamite as they run the turn. Next Ventura Storm. Amelie Star, one of the widest with Single Gaze. Further back Wall of Fire and Big Duke. Al Mandan's in the pack as well. Sismontane and Marmello straighten for home, approaching the 400 metres. Johannes Vermeer moves up with Tiberian. Max Dynamite then rekindling, followed by Big Duke. Johannes Vermeer takes the lead. 200 metres to go. Johannes Vermeer in front, but here comes rekindling. Johannes Vermeer rekindling. Max Dynamite back to the inside at the 100. Johannes Vermeer rekindling, wearing it down. Johannes Vermeer and rekindling, stride for stride. Rekindling has won the Emirates Melbourne Cup. From in second place, Johannes Vermeer.
Ready to go, set to run, and they're racing in the Melbourne Cup.
Run away from the centre, jumped away well towards the inside. Auvray about middle of the field, out Von Jamask out well. There's a wave coming towards the outside. Runaway Finch and also Ace High. A Prince of Arran's trying to tuck in behind them with Sir Charles Road. Ventura Storm is nice and close early with Nikita. Very deep early is Rostropovich onto the course proper, and with 500 metres to go on the first lap, it's Von Jamask and Runaway, followed by Finch and a Prince of Arran. Ace High out deeper, and then came Sir Charles Road. Auvray tucked away the inside. Rostropovich out deeper. Then Young Sound Check and Ventura Storm from Magic Circle. Yucatan is 4 deep. Nikita the inside from Chestnut Coat, and then Muntaha Red Cardinal. Back in the field then is the Cliffs of Moor as they run past the stands from Who Shot the Barman. Now the Cliffs of Moor has gone amiss, I'm afraid. At the back of the field, the Cliffs of Moor has gone amiss and checked a couple of runners. So they leave the straight now with 2,200 metres to go, and Runaway is the leader in the Vrc Melbourne Cup by a length and a half, and slows it right down. From in second place, Ace High. Von Jamask is third, and Finch in fourth place. Fifth is Rostropovich out deeper from Sir Charles Road, a Prince of Arran. Then Soundcheck, who can't get in. Young Star is underneath of it, and they were followed by Ventura Storm and Auvray. Yucatan is next on the outside from Magic Circle, and then came Chestnut Coat the outside of Nikita. Further back is Muntaha and Who Shot the Barman, the veterans very deep from Red Cardinal. Then came Best Solution, Marmello. Well back is Zacada, and they were followed by Cross Counter at the back of the field with Avilius. Heading towards the 1,400 metres in the Melbourne Cup, and it's Runaway in front by a length to Finch, who's working up on the outside. They were followed by Ace High, third the outer. Then came the inside Von Jamask, and next in the field as they run towards Jaquita Lodge with 1,200 metres to go is Soundcheck, and then Sir Charles Road. Next in the field is Rostropovich around a Prince of Arran, then Ventura Storm. The inside next is Auvray, and then came Young Star, a length to Magic Circle. Next is Yucatan around those with Nikita. A length away to Chestnut Coat, Who Shot the Barman, followed by Muntaha Red Cardinal. Well back in the field then is Marmello, and then came Zacada, and they were followed by Cross Counter towards the back of the field. Best Solution second last, and Avilius last. So it's Runaway coming up towards the turn in the Melbourne Cup at the 700. Leading from Finch, Von Jamask, then Ace High. Sir Charles Road sneaking up on the inside, a Prince of Arran making up ground. Then Ventura Storm, Soundcheck. Yucatan about 6 off the lead around the turn, followed by Auvray and Nikita. Finch up to Runaway, followed by Von Jamask. Sir Charles Road, a Prince of Arran's presenting from Ventura Storm and Rostropovich. 300 to go. It's Finch with a Prince of Arran on the outside. Rostropovich is running on, and Marmello back to the inside too. A Prince of Arran at the 200. Marmello wearing it down. Marmello gets up on the inside, and here comes Cross Counter. Cross Counter coming at Marmello. Cross Counter's flying. The Blue Army have done it at last. Cross Counter has won the Melbourne Cup from Marmello, a Prince of Arran Finch. Ready to go, stalls are back and they're racing. Nerf Bosk veered to the right and into Magic Wand shortly after the start. Beginning well towards the inside, Finch and Master of Reality. Mare de Glace is closer today in the early part. Pushing up out wider is Hunting Horn, and also Young Star in that group with Prince of Arran, Vow and Declare. So almost 5 or 6 across the track in the first 400 metres. Mirage Dancer behind those, and then Steel Prince, who's 3 and 4 wide. Then Twilight Payment about 8th or 9th out deeper from Raymond Tusk. Next Cross Counter, Constantinople on the fence. Then came Southern France, 3 and 4 wide from Mustagia Sound. Next Latrobe, Downdraft and well back in the field early. Settling down is on the inside Rostropovich with also Magic Wand. Then the Chosen One, Il Paradiso, Surprise Baby second last, and at the end is Nerf Bosk. At the judge, Vow and Declare for Australia leads with Twilight Payment ambling up on its outside. A length and a quarter away then is Master of Reality in a plum spot from Young Star, and the speed is muddling in the early part of the race. They were followed by Prince of Arran. Out wider Hunting Horn from Steel Prince, who's pulling. Next is Finch, a length and a half away Mirage Dancer, then Raymond Tusk, and then came Southern The beaters for the back is Mustajir. There's no pace in the cup. Constantinople on the fence, and then came Cross Counter, Downdraft. Well back in the field now, heading towards the 1650 is Latrobe, and then came Sound. Further back is Surprise Baby. Magic Wand around him. Rostropovich the inside, a length. Il Paradiso the chosen one, and at the back is Nerf Bosk. So it's Twilight Payment heading. Followed by Vow and Declare, the box seat third. Then came Hunting Horn, Prince of Arran, a length and a half. Young Star and Steel Prince still pulling, a length and a half to Finch. And then came Raymond Tusk. Next Mirage Dancer and Constantinople at the 1200 metres. Further back in the field, Southern France, who's a bit wide. Then Mare de Glace. Next in the field, Latrobe, Mustajir, Cross Counter, Downdraft, Sound, Mirage Dancer on the fence. A length and a quarter away at the 1000 is Magic Wand trying to get going. Surprise Baby's making his move. Il Paradiso third last, and then came the chosen one, and two further back is Nerf Bosk. So heading towards the 850 and beyond. Twilight Payment leads 3/4. Master of Reality, Hunting Horn 3 deep. Vow and Declare behind them from Prince of Arran. Steel Prince trucks up about 3 off the lead around the turn. Mustajir with a looping run, and Finch is with him, and they were followed by Raymond Tusk. Constantinople trying to get into the clear from Murder Glass next behind those horses. Southern France and Downdraft. Master of Reality at the top of the straight went for home at the 400 metres. Vow and Declare back to the inside. 2 legs Prince of Arran. Then came Hunting Horn, Il Paradiso late. Master of Reality with Vow and Declare on the inside. Then Prince of Arran, Raymond Tusk, Finch. It's Master of Reality. Vow and Declare up on the inside. Vow and Declare, Prince of Arran is lifting late with Il Paradiso. Master of Reality just in front. Vow and Declare kicks. Vow and Declare's won it for Australia. Stand by for a start. Gates crash, and they're racing in the Melbourne Cup. A pretty good line away too. Ash Run immediately snicks back to the end with Sir Dragonet. Vow and Declare jumped well with Twilight Payment, Ocean X. Not too far away, Russian Camelot, and also driving through as Master of Reality. Finch is in the leading division. After the first 250 metres, it's Finch and Vow and Declare. Anthony Van Dyke is nice and close in the pink jacket over on the far side. Master of Reality a line of 4, Twilight Payment now a line of 5. Behind those, Tiger Moth is forcing forward the Irish, followed by Ocean X, and neck in the field is Etta James, caught deep from Warning. And the chosen one. Next is Prince of Arran, Stratum Albion, Russian Camelot from Miami bound, Persan, Steel Prince, Surprise Baby, Very Elegant. Give them a cheer, Australia, wherever you're viewing or listening. And they were followed by, along the inside, Sir Dragonet. Well back in the field is Mustajir from Ash Run, Dashing Willoughby. And at the tail of the field is Avilius. Out of the straight with 2,200 metres to go, and the leader is Twilight Payment. Bowls out 2 lengths to Tiger Moth. Vow and Declare third the inside, and forcing on is Ocean X. One off the fence, Master of Reality, followed by Etta James. Anthony Van Dyke is next the inside of Finch. A length and a half the chosen one, followed by Warning. Prince of Arran getting a cushy sit next the inside midfield from Stratum Albion. A length and a half Miami bound and Russian Camelot from Steel Prince, and next in the field is Surprise Baby, would spot the leader about 15. 2 lengths Sir Dragonet, Persan from Very Elegant. Then came Ash Run, Mustajir, Dashing Willoughby second last, and Avilius is last. So the leader is Twilight Payment, and even speed in the cup with 1,400 metres to go, led by a length and a half. Second is Finch, and third is Tiger Moth. They were followed by Etta James. 2 lengths Vow and Declare and Ocean X. A length and a half Master of Reality from Anthony Van Dyke. Then came Warning and the chosen one as this field string out. 2 further back in the field, Prince of Arran and Stratum Albion at the 1,100 metres. Behind those is Russian Camelot as these leaders quicken and really string them out. With 1,000 metres to go, it's Twilight Payment by 2 lengths to Finch, and they're 6 lengths in front of Tiger Moth third, followed by Etta James, a couple of lengths. Ocean X and Vow and Declare from Master of Reality, Anthony Van Dyke, Bowman feeling for the whip. Then came Warning, the chosen one, Stratum Albion Well back, Prince of Arran, Russian Camelot with 15 to make up from Miami Bound. Surprise Baby's about to get mobile. Then Steel Prince, Sir Dragonet, Persan, Very Elegant a long way back. Twilight Payments looking to pinch the cup. Comes around the turn at the 500 metres. 2 lengths in front of Finch, who battles away. 5 further back, Tiger Moth still coming from Sir Dragonet, Master of Reality. Down the outside, Russian Camelot, Twilight Payment at the 300 metres, still 3 lengths Finch, Tiger Moth, the chosen one running on with Russian Camelot and Persan. Twilight Payment tries to break their hearts. Tiger Moth wearing him down with the chosen one. It's Twilight Payment. Tiger Moth still trying to get there. Twilight Payment, what a ride, what a win in a cup we'll never forget. Has won it from Tiger Moth. And Prince of Arran third. For fourth photos, the chosen one, Persan from Very Elegant. And behind them, Sir Dragonet, Russian Camelot, Ash Run, Finch and Ocean X. Behind them, Miami Bound, Warning, Vow and Declare. Back in the field then, Etta James with Master of Reality, Surprise Baby, Steel Prince of Ilias, Dashing Willoughby, Stratum Elgin and Anthony Van Dyke.
Light Fingers pegging him back. Light Fingers goes to Zima. They hit the line, locked together. Dead eight. Kiwi will beat them all. It's come from last. Kiwi's won the Melbourne Cup.
Doremus trying hardest, coming at him. Might and Power and Doremus. Doremus getting to Might and Power. They hit the line. Photo. Oh!
But a champion becomes a legend. McCartney Deaver has won it.
Prince of Pins in from Max Dynamite. Prince of Pins.